Welcome to Gashi's Kaman TV, the Tourist Man in Black Africa. For those of you who have been asking about my M-Pesa number, it is there, always pinned there, 0725909870. You can support this channel if you want, and it's not a must, but there are some people who have been asking about my M-Pesa number. They want to support this channel. I'd appreciate very, very much for those who are doing this and those who want to do this. So today I want us to talk about President William Samoei Ruto. You know, when one becomes the President of the Republic, he becomes the property of the Kenyan people. When one becomes the President, he becomes the symbol of national unity. So the family of William Samoei Ruto shares him with the Kenyan citizen. And he is the property of Kenyans. So anything happening to him, whatever he does, chochote ambacho anafanya, Kenyans must ask questions. And Kenyans must ask sometimes uncomfortable questions. And the family sometimes may not be happy with the questions that members of the public ask. And this even goes the same with other readers, including the governors, the CS, the members of parliament, and even the MCA, including here, Gashi's Kaman TV, because this channel is not mine. It belongs to us all the subscribers, all the viewers. It belongs to us all. So anything happening to the hosts like me, people will always raise questions or say something. Why am I saying all this? I'm saying this because William Samoei Ruto traveled to South Korea, that is Seoul, with Miguu Nturi and Moses KURIA. And Moses KURIA is the trade CS and Miguu Nturi CS education. And you agree with me that KURIA, in his usual element, decided to share a number of photos in his Twitter handle, that is CS Moses KURIA. And one photo grabbed the attention of many Kenyans. One photo stole the show. One photo raised many questions than answers. And that photo is the one that was showing William Samoei Ruto's feet. Miguu yake ilikuwa inaonekana. And they looked like they were swollen. And as the President of the Republic of Kenya, many people raised many questions asking what has happened to their president. What has happened to William Samoei Ruto's legs? What happened when he went to Korea? Kwa sababu wengi wanasema kwamba hivi sivyo ambavyo alikuwa. And kile ambacho wengi walikuwa wakiuliza. And I want you to visit what people have been saying on Twitter, on Facebook, everywhere. Utapata kwamba they were raising many questions. And the first question that they were raising is, because for me, we had a discussion with a number of people, and the first question they were asking, is it a Photoshop? Is it real? Is it a Photoshop? And nobody could actually be able to tell whether it was a Photoshop. The other question that many people were asking is anything wrong with the president's leg? Kwa sababu, you know, he is a human being. Remember, there was a time Daniel Arap Moi had a problem with his leg, and he disappeared almost for 1 week. And like many people were asking, where is the Daniel Toroitich Moi? Again, you remember very well when Mwai Kibaki was admitted in a Nairobi hospital, and people raised many questions. And one thing I like about Mwai Kibaki discussed the issue of health openly. Hakuna kitu cha kuficha, kwa sababu ugonjwa ni jambo la kawaida. So the president is a human being. May also have fever once in a while, may also have some minor ailments, because he is a human being. And the other questions that people are asking, what is up? What is happening? And what went wrong while in Korea? Ni kipi ambacho kilitokea? And the funny thing that we noted is that the president was not in socks. And this one also raised many questions, because people are asking ni mikutano gani hii ambayo ilikuwa inaendelea pale when the president did not have socks. The president not wearing socks si jambo la kawaida. Tunajua ni binadamu na akiwa kwake anazivua zile socks kama mimi na wewe, na we may ask many questions. And the other question that I ask myself, who took the photo and where was he, and what was the purpose of taking this photo? Because when you look at it, something is very clear that this is an undignified way of posting the head of state. It is not something that is good. And one thing that was very clear is that the focus was on the leg. And why focus on the leg? What was the intention of the photographer? Mwenye alizifotoa zile picha alikuwa anakusudia nini? And again, who posted this photo? Of course, many people will say it is Moses Kuria, but you may be surprised to find that it's not Moses Kuria, because most likely Moses Kuria has a personal assistant who could have done this work. But of course, I believe we cannot do this without the permission of the CS himself. Why we are asking these questions? Because the president is the property of the Republic of Kenya, is the property of Kenyan citizens. And the other thing that people are asking, why were these people dressed this way? Because when we're looking at it, they were casually dressed. Were they from a hotel? Or what was happening here? Because we don't see any formal meeting. We don't see the formal dress that you would expect. Because when you look at other photos, it is very clear that there was a dress code. But here, kuna mambo ambayo watu wanauliza maswali ambayo hawajapata majibu. So the dressing was itself in question. Again, many people are saying that could be it is because of the journey to Korea is because William Samoei Ruto left, is it DRC? Yeah, and all the way to Korea. I don't know whether could this be part of the problem. I don't know. I don't know what you think. Kwa sababu ukiangalia utaona kwamba William Samoei Ruto could be actually be exhausted, and it may have some bearing in his health. You also understand that William Samoei Ruto is one person who have been having as many as 5 meetings in a day. The man is always on the move. And when you look at the way he has campaigned, you know, William Samoei Ruto started campaigning in 2017. You can imagine campaigning. And when you look at him now, even now, he's still very, very vibrant. He's also very, very mobile. He's not, I don't think he has ever rested since the time he took office of the president. Kwa hivyo jambo hili linaweza kuleta madhara mengi katika afya ya binadamu kwa sababu by the virtue of his age, because he's approaching I think 60, I think he's 55, and kuonyesha kwamba he also need to relax. I also understand he goes to the gym. Maybe the gym could be the source of the swelling of his legs, because what we are saying is that his health is of concern to everybody. When we see something, hata ukiona akiwa na jambo fulani hata kidogo na mwiba kwa mfano, watu wanafaa kuuliza maswali, because it is their responsibility to know how the president is doing. Kwa kile ambacho tungeweza kusema ni kwamba sometimes I would see Kibaki taking a leave and going to Mombasa. Jomo Kenyatta would take some leave and go to Mombasa. And Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta would go to Mombasa. And one thing that is very clear is that although many people were saying that Uhuru was usually drunk, he was a sober, he was a drunk, sober man. A drunk, sober man, yes. That's what I'm saying. And by the way, those of you who have been asking about GMO, I have bumped on one of my friend's channel, that is African Queen. Maybe during your free time, you can maybe watch the African Queen. She's talking so well about the GMO. You can see the effects of this. And I'm going to pin her link. And maybe you can take this time to subscribe even to our channel, even as you subscribe to this, and see what Kenya is saying. I think she's a researcher on that area. And she has very, very good stuff there. So all Kenyans support this channel and that channel, that's African Queen, and my number is always also pinned there. So may you have a blessed evening, and may you pray for this country, may you pray for our leaders, may you pray for Azimio leaders, because even in Azimio we can see there are some issues here and there, but I believe Raila Amolo Odinga is equal to the task. And that is my take. Gracious Kaman, the tallest man in Black Africa. Have a good night.